would like to turn your camera on, that would be fabulous. I always like to have my eyes on people when we're doing some work, and I encourage everyone to always put their cameras on. I understand, if you don't want to, obviously you don't have to. But if at any point you decide, like, I feel like I might be doing this wrong, if you put your camera on, I could certainly help guide you through. Thank you. Nice to see you. So today is a big day in the world, a big day in America, and it is a day that has been fraught for many, many people with a lot of anxiety around it. So I'm going to try today to do two things. Hopefully we have enough time to fit them both in. We're going to begin by lying down, and I'm just going to start with a really super, super short loving kindness meditation. And then I'm going to try to end with some yoga nidra. And yoga nidra is a long guided meditation. It's considered the yoga of sleep. So, we might run a few minutes over. I'm going to try to move a lot in between because we're going to, anchor the movement with these two meditations. But I think on a day like today, we could use it. So I'll invite everybody to lie down. And when you lie down, you can lie down any way you want. You don't have to lie down if you don't want to. But sometimes if you keep your knees bent, it helps your lower back to relax a little. Sometimes if you even bend your knees and let them fall into each other, almost like you're knock-kneed, that takes a little pressure off your low back. You could also, if you want to start opening your hips, if you feel any tightness in your hip joints, you can let your knees fall out to the side like butterfly wings. Or you could just, of course, stretch your legs straight out in front of you. So there are a multitude of options as you lie here for a few moments. But the most important thing is bring yourself to a place of comfort, a place where you feel easeful. And then let both of your hands rest near your heart. Begin to notice your heartbeat. And metta, M-E-T-T-A, is a Sanskrit word that roughly translates to loving kindness. So we're going to take this opportunity to hold ourselves in a sense of loving kindness by silently repeating, may I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be joyful. May I be free. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be joyful. May I be free. And then take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, gently pull your belly button in toward your spine. And one knee at a time, bring both of your knees in toward your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and gently rock yourself from side to side. Rocking is very soothing, very comforting. You start getting a little anxious later on tonight. Throw yourself on the floor and rock yourself into a state of calm. Come to a still point, hold both of your kneecaps, and start making some big circles all the way around with your knees. So as you're going around with your knees, you're loosening up your hips, you're stretching your low back. Try to reverse it, see if you can go around the other way. And then come to a still point again. Bring both of your knees as close into your chest as you can. And then take a nice breath in. As you're inhaling, push your knees away from you. And as you exhale, bring them back in. Inhale, push them away. Exhale, bring them back in. 2 more times. Inhale, push them away. Exhale, bring them back in. This is called Apanasana. One last time. Inhale, push them away. Exhale, bring them back in. And then open your arms out to the side. Let both of your knees fall all the way down to the right. Let your head turn to the left. And let your right hand rest on top of your left leg. You're in your first spinal twist. I'm going to be doing a lot of core work today, just to remind ourselves that a lot of times when you are voting, it is a reflection on what are your core values, what are your core beliefs. So we're going to do a little core work today to fire up our cores. Keep your thighs and knees glued together. Inhale them back to center. And as you exhale, both of those knees fall down to the left, your head turns to the right, and then you can let your left hand rest on top of your right knee or thigh. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, bring both of your legs up into the air, toes to your face, press your heels to the ceiling, and just become aware of what's happening from the back of your ankles, down your calves, behind your knees, in your hamstrings, and in your glutes. Stay here for a moment. And then take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift your head, lift your shoulders, lift your fingers. Try to reach your fingers toward your toes. So you're stretching your upper back here. If you lift your butt up off the floor a tiny little bit, now you're starting to wake up those abdominal muscles. Release your head, release your shoulders. Arms come down to your side. Your legs are still in the air. Your thighs are still glued together. Both of those legs are going to come halfway down to the right, like the pendulum of a clock. And then you're going to inhale those legs back to center. And as you exhale, those legs are going to come halfway down to the left. Inhale, center. One more time. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. As you exhale, bend your knees. Bring them to a 45-degree angle. Toes point to your face. Just pointing your toes to your face should start to activate your shins as well as your calves. Keeping your legs at this 45-degree angle. Stay here for a moment and pull your belly in so your low back is anchored to the floor. As if you're slamming the brakes on your car, press your right foot forward and then bring your right knee back in. Press your left foot forward. Bring your left knee back in. Again, right heel forward, right knee in, left heel forward, left knee in, both heels forward, hold it, hold it, hold it, both knees in. And one more time, both heels forward, hold it, hold it, hold it, both knees in. Wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself just a quick little rock, quick little hug. Place your feet on the floor. Stretch your arms over your head. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. Feel yourself lengthening your fingers, creating space between your fingers. And then trying to use a little bit more muscle than momentum. We're going to try to come to sit from this position. So big breath in. As you exhale, lift your arms, lift your head, lift your shoulders, lift your body, up you come. Excellent. Hold on behind your thighs, lean back a little bit, and now voila, those legs are back in that 45-degree angle. Same as we did lying down, a little bit harder now. Straighten that right leg like you're slamming on the brakes of your car. Bring your knee back in. Straighten your left leg. Knee comes back in. Straighten both legs. Both knees come back in. Again, straighten your right leg. Right knee in. Straighten your left leg. Left knee in. Straighten both legs. Both knees in, place your feet on the floor, hold on to your knees, tuck your belly in, tuck your chin, round your spine. Take another nice big deep breath in. And as you exhale, leading with your chest, lift your chest, draw your shoulder blades together, gazes upward. Inhale, tuck and round, pull that belly button in. And as you exhale, shoulder blades come together, look up. This is a seated cat-cow. And then come to a still point. We're going to just once try to lift up our legs, just like we were before. Maybe release our arms. You can always hold your legs if you have to. Stretch your right leg out. Right knee comes in. Left leg out. Left knee comes in. Both legs out. Both knees in. Great. Feet to the floor. Cross your ankles. Roll yourself up and over onto your hands and knees, or just do whatever you have to do to wind up on your hands and knees. And once you're here, just like we were doing seated, now on all fours, drop your belly button, lift your tailbone, look up. Big breath in. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, round your spine. Again, drop your belly button, tailbone raises, look up. And as you exhale, tuck and round. Come to a neutral spine, curl your toes, leading with your tailbone. Lift your hips, lift your hips, lift your hips. Then start to straighten your legs, drop your knees. You're in down dog. Look to your hands, make sure your thumb and index finger look like the capital letter L. Ever so slightly turn the creases of your elbows in toward each other so your shoulder blades are resting on your back. And then come up onto your tippy toes, bend your right knee, let your left heel come all the way down. Come back to your tippy toes, bend your left knee, your right heel comes all the way down. Come back to your tippy toes, and then both of your heels stretch down. Back to your tippy toes. This time, rock yourself forward to plank. Hold yourself here, 2 breaths. Big inhale. Exhale, 1. Another big breath in. Exhale, 2. Bring your knees to the mat. Sink your hips to your heels. Come to child's pose. Walk both of your hands to the right side of your mat and put your left hand on top of your right hand. Try to creep those left fingers a little bit further down that right hand so you're getting a big stretch in that left side of your body. And then walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Your right hand comes on top of your left. Creep those right fingers a little further down. Bring your hands back to center. Come back up onto all fours. So I said we're going to do a lot of core work. Your core is anything that is not an extremity. So your core includes your chest, your belly, your back. Curl your toes, lift your hips, your back in down dog. Take a nice breath in, come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, come forward to plank. Bring your right forearm to the mat, left forearm to the mat. Tap your right knee and lift it. Tap your left knee and lift. Right knee, lift. Left knee, lift. Straighten your right arm, straighten your left arm. Hips come up, you're back in down dog. And then walk your feet to your hands to your feet. Keep your knees bent nice and deeply. So when your knees are bent deeply, your belly's draped over your thighs. You're stretching your hamstrings, your low back. If your head's heavy, you're getting some space in your neck. Slide your hands to your shins, look forward. Roll your shoulders back, tailbone back, chest forward. Big breath in. And this time as you exhale, fold forward again. Your legs are straighter. Are they completely straight? Maybe, maybe not. Depends on what's happening in your hamstring today. If your fingertips reach the floor, bring your fingertips to the floor. You're going to try to bend just your right knee. That deepens the stretch in your left hamstring. And then straighten your right leg. Bend your left knee. And straighten. Bend your right knee. Sweep your left arm up into the air, coming into a twist, looking up to that left hand, maybe. Release your left hand down. Straighten your right leg. Bend your left knee. Sweep that right arm up into the air. You're coming into a twist on the other side. Release your hand. Straighten both of your legs again. Hands to your shins. Look forward. Keeping your back straight as you exhale. Come to stand. Once you come to stand, roll your shoulders back and concentrate for a moment on turning your palms forward. So you're rolling your shoulder blades back. Your chest is open. Your fingertips are stretching down toward the earth. You are in Tadasana mountain pose. Feel the steadiness. Feel the safety in being rooted to the earth. And then sweep your arms up over your head. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. Step your feet apart at least 3 or 4 feet. Turn your heels in a little. Your toes are out. And then you're going to bend your knees. You're going to come into a Buddha squat. We're going to try to bring our hands to the sides, to the back of our head. So your elbows are lifted. And now you're going to bend down to the right. Maybe you try to tap your right knee, maybe not. And lift up. And then left. And lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Press into your feet. Zip up your legs. Release your arms. Roll your shoulders back. Let your hands start to slide down your legs as you come into a wide-legged forward bend. Gently holding on to the outside of your calves or your ankles or your feet. Big stretch in your inner thighs. And just visualize all of the space you're creating from your tailbone to the base of your skull, down your entire spine. Right, so your back is part of your core. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, slide your hands back up your legs. And then one more time, bend your knees, hands behind your head. Inhale right, exhale lift. Inhale left, exhale lift. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Left and up. Last time, right and up. Left and up. Press into your heels. Lift yourself up. Hands come to your side. Roll your shoulders back. Stay here for a moment. Point your left toes forward. Point your right toes straight out in front of you. Arms are going to come out to the side. You're going to put a nice big bend in that right leg. You're in your warrior two. We're going to try to stay in our warrior two for a little while. We're going to do a little housekeeping here. Is your right knee pointing ever so slightly more toward your pinky toe than your big toe? You want to have like a nice little outward A little outward extension of that knee, so you're stretching your inner thigh. Are your arms parallel to each other, or is one higher than the other? Are they both flopping down already? Is your body moving forward, or are you keeping yourself parallel so that the back of your head is lined up with your tailbone? And then you can turn your palms upward. Float that right arm up into the air. Your left hand slides down your back leg. A couple of big breaths into those oblique muscles, working pretty hard today, those obliques. Inhale back to center. And as you exhale, drop that right hand on your thigh. Left hand comes up to the sky. Turn and look to your left hand. And then look down to your right foot. And then up to your left hand. Down to your right foot. Look up to your left hand. Lift yourself back up. Look toward your right hand. Bend that front knee a little bit more. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Big breath in. Exhale 1. Another big breath in. Exhale 2. Straighten your leg. Release your arms. Roll your shoulders back. And then you're going to point those right toes forward. Those left toes turn out to the side. Arms come out and you bend your left knee. So here you are in your warrior 2 on the other side. So when you're doing the second side, it might be a lot more challenging for your arms because you've been holding your arms up for quite some time. So if you want to put your hands on your waist, feel free. See if you can bend that front knee a little bit more. Turn your palms upward. Left hand comes up into the air. Right hand slides down your back leg. Take those big breaths to that left rib cage. Come back to your warrior 2. Bend that front knee a little bit more. And then drop your hand on your thigh. Your right hand comes up to the sky and you turn and look up to your right hand. And then you look down to your left foot. And then up to your right hand. And down to your left foot. Look up to your right hand. Lift yourself back up. Turn your gaze to your left hand. Bend that knee 1 more time, a smidge deeper. 2 breaths. Big inhale. Exhale 1. Another big breath in. And as you exhale, straighten your leg, point all 10 toes forward. Slowly, slowly, slowly lower yourself down. Once again, hold on to those ankles and let your head get nice and heavy. Maybe you nod your head yes, shake your head no. Nice big breath in. And as you exhale, slide your hands up your legs. Hands come together. Bend your knees. Jump your feet together. Jumping's fun. Sweep your arms up. Reach up as high as you can. Keep reaching your fingers like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And then imagine that your feet are growing roots down into the earth below you. Stretch your body as much as you possibly can, like you walked in here at 5'4", you're walking out at 5'6". Keep stretching, stretching, stretching. And then fold forward completely. And you can bend your knees and you're going to either walk yourself or jump yourself to plank pose. And we're going to stay here for 3 more breaths. Big breath in. Exhale 1. Another big inhale. Exhale 2. Another big breath in. And as you exhale, slowly lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Your feet are stretched out behind you. Your hands are right next to your chest. So they're not too far up. They're right next to your boobs. Your elbows are glued to your side. Your chin stays tucked. Why? Because I want length in your neck. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, lift yourself up just about an inch or two and stay here. This is now tricep work, right? The back of your arms, but you're also working your upper back. Another nice breath in as you exhale, lift a little higher. Another nice breath in as you exhale a little higher. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then see if you can lift your hands up off of your mat. Your shoulder blades are squeezing together. A lot of upper back work here. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Release your hands. Lower yourself down. You can stretch your arms straight out in front of you and let your cheek rest on your mat. Taking a couple of nice resting breaths. Noticing your breath in your back body. Right, so everybody thinks of your core as your belly, but it's not just your belly, it's your chest, it's your back. Anything that's not an extremity. Leaving your arms stretched out in front of you, bring your forehead back to the mat. We're going to pretend that your upper body is glued to the floor, can't move. You're going to take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to lift up your feet. You're going to lift up your shins, maybe a little bit of your knees and thighs come off the mat. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, open your legs like scissors and bring them back together. Open like scissors, bring them back together. Open like scissors, bring them back together. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and release your feet and legs to the mat. Turn your cheek in the opposite direction. We're always trying to notice our natural patterns of habit. We tend to usually, if we're resting like this, we tend to usually turn our head in the same direction. So you got to consciously mix it up a little bit. Bringing your forehead back to the floor, we're going to think about our upper body again. This time, you're going to take it. So I just want to explain that every time I say inhale, exhale, lift, right? So we're always moving on the exhale. If you notice that when you're lying on your back, and I'll say exhale, pull your belly button in toward your spine, you probably feel your low back anchored to the floor, right? So when you're exhaling, you're stabilizing your back. So especially in these prone positions, we move on the exhale to protect our back. So take a nice breath in. As you exhale, lift your hands, lift your chest. Your arms are straight out in front of you like Superman. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, bring your elbows down to your side like the letter W or like cactus arms. Inhale, stretch your arms out. Exhale, bring your elbows down toward your ribs. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. Stay here. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale, stretch. And as you exhale, release yourself down. Turn your cheek to rest on the mat. Take a couple of big breaths. We're now going to try to put those two things together. So just to describe, in case you can't look at me while you're moving, just to describe what we're going to do. On the exhale, we're going to lift our arms and our legs. And then we're going to open our legs like scissors as we bring our elbows down. Okay? So big breath in. Exhale, lift your legs, lift your arms, stay here. Nice breath in. As you exhale, elbows to your side, legs open like scissors. Inhale, close and stretch. Exhale, open and bend. Inhale, close and stretch. Exhale, open and bend. One more time. Inhale, close and stretch. Exhale, open and bend. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Stretch your arms out, bring your legs together, release yourself down. And now you're going to slide your hands next to you and push yourself back into a child's pose with your knees nice and wide. So your knees are going to be on each edge of your mat. And you can even hold the outer edges of your mat like you're reading the Sunday Times. And you're going to pull that mat away from you. That's going to help you to get your hips closer to your heels, right? So back in the happy days when we were all together in a class, I would often come around and maybe just let my hand rest on your low back, guiding your butt a little closer to your heels. So you can do that yourself by pulling on your mat and really concentrating on what's happening in that lumbar spine, that low back. Lift yourself back up, and you're just lifting yourself up to flop yourself back down and swing your legs in front of you. Keeping your knees bent, feet on the floor. We're going to do a little bit more twisting. Twists are very cleansing. Hands come together. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Turn your belly, turn your ribs, turn your chest, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Turn your belly, your ribs, your chest, look over that left shoulder. A lot of movement in your spine, a lot of movement in your ribs, a lot of work for that core. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. As you exhale, lift your right leg, hold on to it. Pay attention for a moment to your left foot. Is your whole left foot on the floor? Is your left knee pointing to the ceiling, or is it starting to fall out to the side? I want that whole left foot to anchor you. I want that left knee to imagine it has a smiley face that's looking at the ceiling. Walk your right hands up to your ankle, perhaps, and then take a moment to circle your ankle around in a circle, and then go around the other way. And then here comes the hard part. Release one arm, release the other. And then lower yourself down just an inch or two and hold it. And lift yourself back up. One more time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Bend your right knee. Put your foot on the floor. Lift up that left leg. Hold on to your calf. So you're using that right leg to anchor you, right? You're going to circle that left ankle around in a circle. And then reverse it, go around the other way. Lift that leg a little higher. Lift your chest a little higher. Release one arm, release the other. Your belly's got to help you here. Inhale, lower an inch or two. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Place your foot on the floor. Hold on to your knees. You can even wrap your arms around your legs. And once again, tuck your belly, tuck your chin, round your spine. Big breath in. As you exhale, lift your chest. Gaze is upward. Shoulder blades come together a little bit. And then come to a neutral spine. Release your arms. Big breath in. As you exhale, we're going to slowly come all the way down to the floor. Yay. Hug your knees back into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Place both of your feet on the floor. Arms are at your side. Take a moment to feel the outer edges of your feet. Feel your heels. Feel all 10 toes. We're using your whole foot to press into the floor. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift your hips, lift your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. You're in your bridge pose. We're going to stay here. So in your bridge pose, you're definitely using your thighs and your glutes, but you're also using the whole front of your body. So feel your ribs, feel your back, feel your belly. Everything's helping to hold you up here. And to notice it even a little bit more, we're going to take your arms out of the picture. So float that right arm up over your head, float your left arm up over your head, and then lift your hips even a little higher. We're going to stay here for 5 more breaths. Leaving your arms where they are. Tuck your chin, lower your upper back, your middle back, your lower back, your hips. And one last time, wrap your arms around your legs and rock yourself from side to side. Place your feet on the floor. Stretch your right leg straight out in front of you. Stretch your left leg straight out in front of you. Stay here for a moment. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, turn your palms upward. Relax your shoulders. And bring yourself to a place where you feel completely comfortable. A place where you can be nice and still for a little while. Yoga Nidra means sleeping with awareness. It's an effective way of achieving relaxation physically, mentally, and emotionally. When we attempt to clear our minds, it usually just makes our minds restless, right? You can think back to a time when you're like, I'm just not going to think about that. And it's all you think about. But in Yoga Nidra, you're focusing your mind in a relaxed state. Begin to notice your heartbeat. And then be a witness to all the sounds around you. Watch your incoming and outgoing breath consciously. As you breathe in, the abdomen is rising. As you breathe out, the abdomen is falling. Feel a sense of comfort, ease, and relaxation. Take a moment to make a short resolve. A resolve is an intention, a determination to either do something or stop doing something. It's either establishing a habit, giving up a habit, practicing something to better yourself. Your resolve can be really general and simple, like I would like to remain healthy for the rest of my life. I would like to follow the path of yoga for many years to come, or it could be more specific. But when you plant the seed, it will grow in a clear mind. So whatever resolve you make, repeat it to yourself 3 times silently. Be aware of the top of your head, your forehead, both sides of the forehead, the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, the right eyelid, the left eyelid, the right eyeball, the left eyeball, the right ear, the left ear, the right cheek, the left cheek, the nose, the upper lip, the lower lip, and the chin. Bring your awareness to the right side of your body. Visualize the right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. Feel the tips of the fingers. Be aware of your right palm, your wrist, your forearm, the right elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the right chest, the right side of the stomach, the thigh of the right leg, the knee, the calf, the right ankle, the heel, the sole of the right foot, the right big toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, the fifth toe, the whole right foot. And now take your consciousness to the left side of your body. Visualize the left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. Feel the tips of the fingers. Be aware of your left palm, your wrist, your forearm, the left elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the left chest, the left side of the stomach, the thigh of the left leg, the knee, the calf muscles, the ankle, the heel, the sole of the left foot, the left big toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, the fifth toe, the whole left foot. Be aware of your body touching the floor. Notice the points of contact between your body and the floor. Relax your heels, your calf muscles, the back of the knees, the thighs, the hips, the lower back, the upper back, the right shoulder, the left shoulder, the shoulder blades, the back of the hands, the back of the arms, the neck, and the back of the head. Bring your attention to the main parts of the body. Your full right foot, your full left foot, the right leg, the left leg, the full right hand, the full left hand, the right arm, the left arm, your full back and spine, the complete abdomen, your chest, and the whole face. Your face is totally relaxed and peaceful. Feel your whole head and body together. Visualize your body lying down on the floor, completely relaxed. Become aware of your natural and normal breath. The breath is coming in and going out freely. Move with your breath fully and consciously. Do not force the breath. Just be a witness to it. Feel with each inhalation that cool air is entering your nose. The body is receiving energy. You're getting strength, power, courage, good health, and happiness. With each exhalation, warm air is coming out of your nose. You're releasing all the toxins, stress, ill health, all the weakness from your body. Your body's becoming relaxed, and you feel as if you are sinking into the floor. Begin once again to become aware of your breathing. Without opening your eyes, become aware of the surroundings. Begin to externalize your mind. And now silently repeat your affirmation or resolve mentally 3 times with total involvement and total awareness. Slowly keeping your eyes closed, begin to guide yourself back to a seated position. Bring both of your hands together at your heart center. And take a moment again to recall the metta or loving kindness that you offered yourself at the beginning of your practice. And make a short commitment that you will continue to hold yourself and others in a sense of loving kindness throughout the rest of this afternoon and evening when you leave your mat and return to your world. Take one more big, full, deep breath in. And as you exhale, bow forward. Namaste.